watching Joy in my keto journey. If this is your first time to my kitchen, welcome. If not, then welcome back. I'm super excited about what we're gonna make today. And you can see the sun behind me. It's a little earlier in the day because we are going to make some Memphis style ribs. I've not made them before. They're out of my Southern Keto Cookbook, which I love. But it just sounds delicious and they sound super easy. So I've got my ingredients out. We're gonna make a dry rub. I've got my pork ribs, Butcher Box pork ribs here. So I'm gonna clean those up and pat them dry, and then we're gonna make a rub them down, throw them in the refrigerator for about an hour. Best if it can marinate overnight. And honestly, if there was a way that I could have done this yesterday, I would have done it yesterday and had them marinate overnight. So next time I'll definitely do that because I love a good marinade. We're gonna just at least marinate it for an hour, take it out and put it in the oven and cook it low and slow. I think we're gonna cook it for 3.5 hours on 275 until they just fall apart. We're also going to have cornbread and just a yummy green salad with this tonight. And today is a day where we're doing OMAD, or 1 meal a day. When I have a meal like this where we're gonna be eating a good amount of food, and we're meeting all of our macros in one meal, we're fasting throughout the day. So I've got my lemon apple cider vinegar drink going and I'm sipping on that. I've already had my coffee, just prepping food, and I'm excited about it. So come along for the journey. Okay. So I've patted these, these are our ribs. I've patted them dry and lined cooked like a baking sheet with foil. And what I'm gonna do is, the first thing I'm gonna do is take a knife, and you can see that there's this thin membrane on the side, the bone side, that needs to be removed. It says in the cookbook that if you don't remove it, it affects the tenderness of the ribs, and we want to ensure that these babies are tender. These are going to it makes 8 servings, and we're doing the OMAD, the 1 meal a day, because I want to have 2 servings of this, which will be about a half a rack of ribs, will be about 2 servings. So we'll get, I'll have half, Mom will have the other half, and then we'll have the other one for another meal. So we'll get a couple of meals out of this. Okay, truth be told, now I know why she warned not to skip that step, because you might be tempted to skip that step because it was kind of a pain. But we got it off. The membrane is off, and so now let's go to work and make that rub. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna use is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar substitute. I use the Swerve brown sugar substitute. So we're just gonna throw 2 tablespoons of that in our bowl. 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. This was in the chili that I made not too long ago, and it's so yummy. It gives such a smoky, yummy taste. I really like smoked paprika, and I didn't realize I did. 2 teaspoons of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of cumin. So it's easier to get the half teaspoon in here, so I'll do 2 halves instead of 1 whole. Dried oregano, teaspoon of that. And a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of onion powder. Doesn't this sound yummy? We're gonna do 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne. So that'll just give it a little bit of a kick. I like a kick, but I'm kind of wimpy and I can't handle too much. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix that all together. Okay, y'all, this smells delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the ribs and we're gonna rub them down with 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Now, what I just realized was that this really is enough rub for full racks of ribs. I've got 2 kind of half racks, so this is about 3 pounds of meat. This is enough rub for 6 pounds of meat, so 2 full racks of ribs. So if I'm just gonna be generous with it, and if there's some left over, there's some left over, and I'll save it in a Ziploc baggie for later. So let's get started. Okay, y'all, these smell so good. I'm so excited. We want to put these in the refrigerator to marinate, and once you've rubbed them down, you want to make sure that it's bone side down. We'll put it in the fridge. I'm just going to marinate mine for about an hour before I put it in the oven so that we're not eating super late tonight. But like I said, if you could do it overnight, overnight's best. I'll come back when we're ready to pop them in the oven. It's been about an hour that those ribs have been in the refrigerator. So my oven's preheated to 275, and we're gonna go ahead and put these in. I'll flip it around so you can see it, and we're gonna put them in for 3 hours and 30 minutes till they're falling off the bone. So we'll be back when they're done. Okay, it's time. It smells amazing in this house, and our ribs just came out of the oven. So I'm gonna flip this around so that you can see what they look like, and then we'll plate them up and we're gonna enjoy. Yum. Let's get them plated up and I'll show you what the plate looks like. As we can see, they're just falling apart, falling off the rib, off the bone. Can't wait to eat it. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up to let me know that you want to see more like it. And also subscribe and hit the bell icon to be reminded every time I post a new video. Have a great day.